Well, hey, peepers. Yeah, it's me again, Margaret. It's me again. Ah, I just totally love these mornings that Almighty gives me. I hope you love the mornings Almighty gives you. Because we're not promised the mornings, we're not promised the next day. And Sister Sandra, I have my coffee. Mm, it's the best thing in the mornings, first thing in the mornings. It helps so much. My ear itches. I just had a hair in it. Of course, Mama'd always say somebody's talking about you. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Oh, I asked the Almighty, I said, what am I going to talk about today? He still ain't said anything. I see a heart right up there in the tree line. You know, when I see hearts and butterflies, I know that that's Almighty telling me He loves me. Yeah, when I see hearts and butterflies, first thing I think of is Almighty's telling me He loves me. And the next thing is I speak with my mouth, Almighty God, I love you too. And I love Him so much. You know, there's not a lot of things I know. I've probably forgotten more things than, you know, I know. But there's one thing for certain that I do know. And I'll never forget. And that's the day that I remember in my mind sitting on my swing after years of crying and asking Almighty, you know, what is your real name? You know, are you God? Are you Jesus? Are you, you know, who are you? What is your name? And he said, on that day, out there in that swing, I can't tell you the time, I can't tell you the day, the month, or the year. But I can tell you that something in my head swung open. And I heard him say, Elohim. And I looked around, looked over at my husband who was working in the building. He wasn't hollering at me. I sat back around, you know, thought for a minute, and I thought, well, Mama always says if something speaks to you, answer it, but be prepared when you answer it. I was like, what? He said, Elohim. You asked what my name was. So I can be sure and certain that there is a God. He answered. It just took for me to be still and be quiet enough. So remember, when you want answers, it might take a long time, and it might take no time at all. Like I'll be losing my phone, and I'll say, "Oh, I get so frustrated," you know, and I'm like, "Oh, I can," and then I'll stop and I'll go, "Lord," I'll say, "Almighty God, will you help me find my phone? I can't find it." And I'll get calm. Then I'll just start glancing around and looking around the room. Walk into another room and look and glance around, and boom. I know I done looked there 2 or 3 times, but it's there. Sometimes it can be that simple, that easy. I say, Almighty, give me strength to get through this. And He does. He holds it for me. It's not hard. They make it sound hard. They make it look hard to know God. But it's not. It's not. And I hope through this day, you guys remember that. Remember that Almighty is right there with you. He's seated beside you. He sees everything you say and do. So remember to always speak positive. Always do good things. And be remorseful and quick to redirect your ways if you find yourself sliding down a path that is dark. Be positive with everybody you meet. And you'll find your life changing and redirecting toward God. I know some days it ain't easy, but hey, you never grow if you're never challenged. I love y'all. I hope y'all get something out of that. But remember, if you see a heart or a butterfly, I hope you remember this. That's Almighty God telling you He loves you. That is symbolic of it. And don't let them say, oh, He won't give you a symbol. He won't give you a sign. Yes, He does. Yes, He does. He tells you when He loves you. He tells you when you've done something not right. But He gives us choice. And you have a choice to swallow your pride, to swallow your anger, to swallow those things and be good instead. When you just want to, ooh, instead of, ooh, just because He said what? Love those. Love those who hurt you. Love those who persecute you. Love your enemies. So I like to think I don't have enemies, because enemies are people you hate. Well, I don't hate nobody. I might disagree with them, but I don't hate them. So I love them anyway. So keep loving your heart, y'all. And I'm going to sit here and finish drinking my coffee and talk to Almighty God. Y'all be safe. I love you. And I hope you got something out of anything that I said. I hope it inspired you. Have a blessed day.